Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking all about SAT subject tests, so stay tuned. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I really want you to hit the subscribe button so that you will be notified when I release new videos every single week. And if you've never met me before, my name is Julie Kim and I help and mentor high school students to get accepted into their dream colleges using their strength, passion, interest, and all of that good stuff. I've helped students get accepted into Ivy Leagues, top tier schools. This year we had just really great results, and I'm just really excited to talk a little bit more about subject tests, because I know this is a time when students are thinking, should I take the May one, June one, or August one? So I thought today would be a really good time to talk about this. Most students tend to think that SAT subject tests are something that they don't need to really think about, or they just take it without too much practice or even diagnostic test. And I've seen so many students make mistakes with this subject test. So I'm going to walk you through how you should decide whether a test is a good fit for you or not. First of all, you want to make sure whether your school or university or a college that you're applying to requires SAT subject test. In that case, you do have to take a certain test no matter what. So first, do that. If you are trying to get into MIT, UCLA, UC Berkeley, Carnegie Mellon, go into their website and figure out, do they require the subject test or not? And if they don't, even if they say that it is recommended, you still want to take something that's related to your major, because recommended is like a passive aggressive way of saying like, well, it's up to you. And if they're giving you an option to show another academic aptitude of yours, then you definitely do want to take it with a good score. Second thing that I want you to consider is, what classes are you currently taking that is in the honors or AP level? So let's do an example. Let's say, for instance, you want to go into biology or chemistry because you want to go into pre-med. And so if you're taking AP biology right now, then what I would recommend is that you take a SAT 2 subject test bio diagnostic test at home to see whether you are hitting around 650 or 700 or above. If you are hitting around 700, that means you're in a really good shape. So you just have to do a couple more practice tests, find out what concepts you didn't really fully master. So just study that and that should be good to go, and you could take the June test. Now, if you take the test and you're hitting around 500s, it's probably not a good idea to prepare for this test, because in the months of April, May, June, that's when you have AP exams, finals, subject exams, and just there's so much going on. And even if you decide to study for it, you're spreading yourself way too thin. So if it's not a required test, then I don't recommend that you take it, because it might actually go against your application. And yes, you don't have to report all the scores, and some schools don't want that, and some schools do offer that. But with my students, we play it really safe. If it's not going to give you a good score, and why go through the hassle of studying for it and just getting a really bad score, and it also has nothing to do with your major, and it's not required by the school that you're applying to. So if you do score around 700, register for the June test. That's good. Now, let's say that you're also taking AP US History, but you don't really want to go into that field, or you don't really want to study for SAT to US History. Now, don't rule it out completely, because again, you do want to take the diagnostic test to see where you're at. Because if you've been studying for AP US History tests for over a year now, and you're taking quizzes and tests and doing DBQs, and that means you probably have a lot of knowledge inside your head about this topic, right? So again, take the diagnostic test and then see if you are ranging around 600, upper 600 and 700 range. And if that's the case, you do want to take it anyway. Diagnostic tests are 1 hour, all multiple choice. And so it's not going to take up too much time to really decide whether this test is a good fit for you or not. Now, if you are scoring below 600 and it's just a mess and you have no idea what they're talking about, you know that you could drop it. One more thing is, some students try to take the SAT subject test in August because they're like, yeah, I'm gonna study for it during the summer break. That never happens, trust me. During summer months, you should be focusing on your passion project, your college courses, working with professors. There's so many other activities that you could really engage yourself in, because that's what the summer is for, and that should be your number one priority. And if you are studying for SAT or ACT, you should be studying for those during the summer months, because that's when you could really focus on the testing skills and testing techniques and all of that. There's no time for you to study SAT subject tests, and I've seen so many students try to do this, never ever worked out. And why would you want to spend hours and hours and hours trying to study everything about US history when it's not even really going to directly impact your admissions decision, or it's not the factor that's really going to help you get in, right? So you really want to use your time wisely, because every activity that you decide to do, there's always going to be an opportunity cost. Guys, that's it for today's video. Short and sweet, but I hope that you got the idea that subject test, you do need to make sure that you will get a good score and that you won't be studying too much for it, as that could easily be a time you could spend on doing something a lot more fun, doing something that really aligns with your passion, and so much more. That's it for today's video. Also, if you want my one-on-one support and you feel like you do need a mentor to guide you through the college admissions journey step by step, I am offering a free strategy session, and the link is down below in the description box, where we will get on a video call and we'll identify your challenges, what you need to do, and come up with a couple of action steps that I can help you take. And from there, we will decide whether we will be a good fit to work together. I offer one-on-one programs as well as group coaching programs. So I'll let you know which one will be a good fit for you. All right, you guys, that's it for this video. I hope that this was a straightforward, helpful video all about SAT subject tests. If you have any additional questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.